What curious seeds of knowledge will grow from our time together?
I don't like being
Clever, but it won't save you.
Son of a bitch!
Your freedom will not be so easy to earn. I will hunt and destroy you.
Here.
A key to open the path to further danger.
Pretty sure I'll do that next. This does not seem optimal. It's okay. Next time it'll work out. I see what you were going for. Didn't quite nail it, though.
The bliss of murder, the relief, the soaring ecstasy of shedding another's blood. I'm surprised it took you that long to find. I made that one easy for you.
Get near me and I'll heal you.
This is your end.
No more ammo. If it's here, I'll find it. I'm out of ammo. Heck the planet.
You will never escape like this. Destroying your hope is part of the test. Pathetic. A victory in name, but my research is incomplete. Let us run this study again.
All right, that was a interesting match. I mean, yeah, I know 1 low rank, 2 low ranks, but I promise you it'll get better. So, what is this build? Well, I'll answer that question when we get to this customization screen. So, what is this build, you may have asked? Well, this is Mrs. Negative Alex. Basically Mr. Negative Nikolai, but on Alex. But I made some changes to make it, you know, different, to fit more of Alex's playstyle. So yeah, it's pretty cool if you ask me. So, let me get this out of the way. The idea of this build is trap. It's not trap oriented. Well, it is, but like the idea of this build is time stalling, and you'll see how it works. How they're able to be shocked for that long. How they're in that goof for a very long time. You'll see how that works in a second when we get to the equipment, because the equipment is the real magic of this build. So for our first skill we have is Toxic. You can use Verdant, but honestly the increased Yativea health is just trash. It doesn't matter if it has a lot of health, it's still gonna die real fucking quick if there's a good Becca on the team. I guess the only really redeeming thing of this skill is the slime is hard to escape from, and I guess that's all it's got going for. I'd rather have Yativea like sooner than later, and have her when the Yativea dies, it just drops infection gas, because why not, right? I'd rather have that than just fucking die and then that's it. Sometimes when I know I remember then when Yativea was just so garbage, still is. I would just use explosive and just use Yativea as just a landmine because fuck it, right? But toxic is good. For our second skill we're going to use is T-Phobos. Since the idea is the negative effects of everything, I figure T-Phobos will be very handy. Since, you know, we can infect them and then they take more damage. That sounds neat. Remember, it's all sources. Doesn't have to be creatures or traps. It could be guns too. And for our third skill we're using is Mechanic. It basically we just want it for the EIS activation speed. I guess trap durability and longer to disarm is pretty good too. So I don't see any use for this particular build with trap efficiency, Veil, and Synchronize. Although I think Synchronize could work, but not this kind of deck / build. Maybe another time I'll revisit this with Synchronize in mind. But for now we're going to use Mechanic. For our area cards we're using Virus Mine and Machine Gun Infection. For our equipment we have Leeching Explosives 2, Lucas Special, Noxious Compound 3, and Noxious Compound 2. Now you can switch this out for Unstable Generator if you're not confident in your traps, which is fine. But if you're confident in your traps and you can do it well, you get some major bioenergy back. Not major, but like you get some bioenergy back, so the payoff will be huge if you can pull it off. So what are these two equipments? If you have never seen them, what Noxious Compound does is basically increase the duration of negative and restraining effects on survivors. Here's what the effects are. Noxious Compound can affect Leg Hold Traps, the Reinforced Leg Hold Trap if you're Nikolai, the Blinding Flash, all Flashbang Mines, Shock Traps, and the Immobilizing Rounds. It also affects tracking too, so they're going to be tracked longer, which that could mean they're going to take more damage longer. They're not going to take more damage, but the damage is going to the double damage stays longer. There we go. That's what I'm trying to say. So that's pretty wicked, and combine that with the fact that we have T-Phobos, that's pretty neat. So yeah, these are very, very helpful. I prefer my Mr. Negative Nikolai build, but Alex can do it good too. Just make sure you play this build right. For our deck, we have Shock Trap, Airburst Trap, Tracker Mine, Landmine, Immobilizer Rounds, Discount, VX Zombie, Clone, Red Queen Mod, and Shuffle Mod Partial. Airburst Trap is not affected by the Noxious Compound, both fortunately and unfortunately, but we still want this for the bioenergy and to stall time, which, like I said, the idea of this build is to stall time. It's not about dealing damage, although we have 2 damage sources, 3 if you count the Area 3 card, VX Zombie and Landmine. VX Zombie is mainly just to get infection done and some bioenergy back, and Landmine's the same thing. Actually, it's the same thing. You get bioenergy and some damage in. What do you know? What we really want to use is the Shock Trap, Airburst Trap, Immobilizer Rounds, and Tracker Mine. I had Flashbang Mine, but unfortunately it didn't really go so well. I almost lost because of Flashbang Mine. I don't have that match. In fact, I deleted all of my matches because I needed to rework the build to be better. You can use Flashbang Mine. It works with the theme of the build. However, it is just too expensive for its own sake. I mean, I get why, because it is the same length as a regular Blinding Flash. Except, you know, it doesn't affect it affects the creatures, but it doesn't affect the creatures for long. So, you know, it's like, you can have it, but you're gonna have to keep in mind, it's gonna be very, very hard on your bioenergy. You could have a Leg Hold Trap if you want, but I prefer the Tracker Mine, as it only costs 1, and it tracks them too. So, you know, remember, they're tracked longer with Noxious Compound 3 and 2. So, yeah, that's our deck, and that's our build. Now I'm going to show you another match of me using this build, so I'll see you in the second match.
My whole life has been a prelude to the knowledge that I gained today.
I've got this.
Your freedom will not be so easy to earn. There's no escape for you now. Door locked.
No ammo.
Aren't our eyes made to be torn out?
Yeah!
And hearts for the same purpose?
Son of a... I need bullets.
I'm surprised it took you that long to find. I made that one easy for you.
I need more ammo.
A key. A rush of hope. Do not let it overwhelm you. Stay alive, my cute guinea pig. And let destroying your hope is part of the test.
Let's go. It might be our only.
I'm saving my most interesting scenarios for later. It would have been disappointing for my study if you hadn't made it this far. I will crush you.
What a dick. Be careful.
You have the honor of being the first to witness the fruition of a new research project. After all my efforts to get you here, I have learned almost nothing. You are only irritating. You cannot stop it. This moment is will make the coming terror sweeter.
Door's locked. Oh, that was freaking close.
I tremble in fear at your mighty door locking ability, dude.
With this strength, your fate is sealed. I never intended you to get this. It's part of the test.
Thanks for the assist. Thank you. Thanks.
This is quite unprecedented. Continue then, but it won't be for much longer. Aren't our eyes made to be torn out? And hearts for the same purpose? See what science can give us. Why do you still resist me? I'm surprised you lasted this long.
I'm gonna need to break it.
Time will kill you as certainly as I will. A messy weapon, but effective. What is this? Disappointment could be a variable in the efficacy of the virus. How do you feel? I'll crush you with my bare hands! Faster! Allow your fear to control you!
That was close. You really need to be careful with this build.
A victory in name, but my research is incomplete. Let us run this study again.
You know what? This is very I honestly would not recommend using this build unless you want to work on it. So, I haven't done this in a while, but this is definitely going to be under experimental because this is a very, very experimental build. As in it we as a community have to work on it. I mean, it doesn't have to be you. Unless I find a solution, then I'll just make an update video on it and then we can go over the reworks. But, you know, I want to hear your suggestions and see if we can make this build even better. Right now, I feel like if you play it very, very smart and you don't have a god tier Martin or January, you've basically got this in the bag. But I would have probably lost if they had a really good Martin. I'm gonna be honest with you. But since they're all stupid and fucking bitches, I'm not. Don't think I didn't remember that dancing shenanigan in the first place, Sam. Fucking asshole. As long as you play it right, you can win. But for now, I would discourage anyone using this build. This is something that I want to work on a little bit more. But, you know, if you have your suggestions, you know, to make it better or whatever, let me know. I'm open to any ideas because this build has potential. Just like the Mr. Negative Nikolai one. It just needs to be tuned, it just needs to be worked on a little bit more. And some tuning, and it should be perfect. But regardless, that's it. That's the end of the video. And if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of my content. I upload daily, so why the hell not? And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.